Recording.
Hold up.
Howdy, team. Welcome to the map review that I'm going to force you to watch.
This is frick. This is frick. It's probably not.
Wait, why am I... Okay, I want to... Yeah.
Okay, so... Gosh, that does not look right. What they should...
Are you okay?
Let
me grab one thing before you start, and I'm going to take a whiz.
Your coach, develop your achievement.
That freaking medic's a spy!
Image.
Yeah, I've returned.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to the stream. Everybody in the chat, meaning exactly nobody, please welcome Smokey to the stream, who is going to give us an overview and a map review of CP Steel. Well, is it CP Steel?
CP Steel, yeah.
Yeah. Even though it's not in the control point section, it is indeed in the attack defense section.
Yeah, because, well, I mean, there's 5 CP, but, like,
Yeah.
Valve decided to have absolutely no distinction between the two.
I actually like 5 CP, but not on casual.
The Highlander 5 CP is terrible.
I mean, I bet it's like,
stalemate
yeah. Well, and then you just have, like, you have, like, the 6's classes pushing all the way, and then everyone else is fucking walking.
And then the engineer dies first and builds on last level 3s, and you're fucked.
Yeah.
Submitting my first bug.
Okay,
Here, I
On the
just
steel,
submitted
though.
this bug, and you guys...
fantastic. I'm
Yeah,
sure
how-
Valve will look at it.
I'm sure the office plant will,
People
take a great
complain
interest.
about Powerhouse. Worked.
That's because that's the only thing that Valve
Come
cares
here.
about at the
No,
moment.
guys, go to the A. Go to A.
Okay,
The,
let Smokey take charge on this.
I know, but go to A and it's something really cool. So, okay, check this out. Great. So look at. Alright. So when you go up here, you see this little red thing, right?
Yeah.
Go
You
over
can see
the.
the fencing. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
through
not
the
exactly
red.
the biggest thing.
Yeah. Well, maybe I'll get a hat.
I doubt it.
Alright.
You gotta, like, point out, like, a game-breaking bug. Like, something that fucks the economy.
I can just submit the button. Oh wait. It's been active.
You can jump up there?
Mhm.
Huh.
You can actually also even surf up there. Like, I know I have seen
Alright,
like,
let's
at least
start
videos
it-
of like
let's
soldiers
start it.
like, just sitting there after having rocket jumped. Like, 9 times out of 10 you're gonna be looking out this way to make sure nothing like that happens.
Oh
But
yeah,
you're
so
just
nobody jumps
spectating.
over. Yeah, I'm just spectating, because I want to get Smokey's perspective on it.
right.
Gee, you're so fast.
The way that I usually like doing map reviews, I go over, at least for attack defense, you go over defense and then you go about how to break that offense.
Mm-hmm.
See, Steel is a strange one.
Yeah.
Because it's not like, oh hey, we're gonna push the cart from point A to point B. Steel is very much in absolutely everywhere, and the only thing that ever matters in the entire world is that point,
Yep.
which is really fucking weird. So, usually,
It's like
as far
cough.
as on defense, A doesn't matter.
Yeah.
The only thing A is a way to figure out what they're doing. So like you have a spy here, maybe you throw your soldier's life away, but after that, A just doesn't exist. A's whatever.
Alright,
Like,
I feel good.
Good thing also to know this little thing.
Spies stand there. Oh, on God.
You can get inside of it
As any class?
as any class, as long as you like do just a tiny amount of damage to it, it moves and then you're inside of it. But like you break it and then it's gone. So good to know there.
So is that somewhere I should spy check?
I mean, it's worth destroying it, but as Pyro, you should basically never come here.
Okay.
We'll talk about offensive shit later on, but for now,
Okay.
yeah. Maybe throw away a soldier. I wouldn't throw away a scout. You know, you can have your spies set up on rocks and just watch and see if they are trying to go A to E. Also, if you are doing anything RGL, never have your pyro fire through here. That is a bannable offense. 'Cause
Okay.
that's an exploit. So, just a note. So, since you're not going to be defending A, the obvious choice is to defend B.
Yep.
Usually, gun here.
Yep.
You want your dispenser somewhere along here.
Just
Medic
along the wall.
needs to sit, yeah, along the wall. I wouldn't put it any closer than right here. So really right here is a good option.
Mm-hmm.
Your medic should definitely be inside of it, because once that door is open,
Yeah.
sniper drop down, drop med.
Mm-hmm.
Good times. Also for Angie, teleporter exit. Right here. I have seen one right here as well, but I kind of prefer in there because then people forget about it.
Yeah. Cheems, I'm gonna have to ask you to either use your Uber or stop healing, because that's all I can hear.
SND underscore restart. That is the pyro's best friend. Bind it to a key.
What does that do?
It restarts your sound, and you no longer hear the Uber, or like if you have infinite air blast sound, or
Oh,
you
yeah.
can even stop a heavy spun up sound. It's great. But yeah, heavy watching here. I've also seen demos being here as well. They're very, very great about having traps in that corner.
Okay.
If you get them down, you can land up in this corner. And then Pyro is basically sitting here, watching there, watching for the spy to cross, because the spy will
Yeah.
either have to come out here or come out through there.
It just like protecting sentry and med.
Yeah, because usually the engineers can be sitting here, focusing on what's shooting his gun there, which
Mhm.
means spy time for here. Here's a good spot. Also, your sniper sometimes, you know, if they lose the ladders or whatever, the roofs here, they'll want to come over to here and snipe, or sometimes they'll even, I've seen them like snipe on point and shit, but like, that's...
Yeah, the
free
high
time
the
for
high
spy.
ground over there. Yeah.
Yeah. And then basically, you make sure the pyro always has ammo. That
Yep.
way, when they want to come in for Uber, you're right here and you're just stuffing them into this hallway.
Yeah.
Also, I've been focusing a lot on everything that isn't soldier and scout. Spy does spy things, and that's basically spy for
Yeah.
the entire map. Your soldier and scout, main job, this lobby.
Mhm.
This is very important because that means
Yeah, you're holding a path
they don't
to
get
E.
control of E.
Yeah.
At the very least, your soldier and scout need to be always together and always be communicating with the combo, because they'll know what's going on the flank, and you guys can communicate to them what's going on main. So they'll be fighting, chances are, soldier, NG, and scout, so they'll be at a small disadvantage, but I mean, it's corridors, and as long as you're not taking fights,
Yeah.
because your life is extremely valuable, because once you're gone, so are the eyes, and therefore you have no idea what's going on half the map.
Okay.
But otherwise, they're an independent thing, and it's just a matter of, hey, I don't have, or we don't have the numbers, we need help, they're sending a lot of people.
Yeah, because this is like,
Like,
the
as soon as you see a beam, that's like, hey, they're making a push A to E, let's rotate. However, that can also be a false flag, because they could show their beam here, and you say, oh, they're going A to E, and what do? They go drop down.
Where's drop
Which
down?
means you're drop down, oops, hold on,
Yeah, I don't know the callouts. I'm sorry.
through there.
Okay.
So, they can like, show themselves through there, and then come through here, and go straight to your engineer who has nobody defending him.
All right.
So usually, if their combo is rotating, you want to take your demo, medic, and pyro. Pyro should more actually be watching back here and keeping maybe some spam off of there. Demo, never cross this line, just spam point, put stickies there, and just wait it out. because there's nothing they can really do as long as you still keep your demo here.
Yeah, and spam.
Thanks, Doc.
Yeah, keep the spam there. Just be aware. They can go down here.
And come up and flank you.
Any class can make this jump here.
Mm-hmm.
Oops, I keep jumping too high. There's a little tiny clipping right there. Yep.
Oh, there you go, James.
So, any class can be there, and then they're instantly right here, spamming out your demo.
Yep.
So, be aware of that. Usually, though, if you're rotating those 3 classes, it's going to be your engineer and heavy here,
Mm-hmm.
and it'll be their job to be like, hey, we need help over here.
So Pyro would stick with demo.
Yes,
Over on it. Okay. Demo and that.
because that watches for spy and reflects spam.
Yep.
This map is very much about distracting the defense so that you can get ground elsewhere.
Mm-hmm.
So there's very much you need to communicate with your team so that everybody knows what everybody else is doing and where the other team is as much as possible. But there shouldn't be so much information that you're overwhelming.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, oh hey, I did 20 damage on an engineer
Get on the
lobby.
freaking
That's
point,
great,
dumbass.
but does it need to be calmed? Maybe, but read the room.
Yeah.
Also, I know I said gun here, but I've also seen guns from back here, or like if your engineer needs to be super passive,
All right.
right here is a good space.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to watch the point, and it's going to be just a matter of time before they push up, but it's something, and then you can move up. Never, ever, ever put your gun here.
Well, yeah, it'll just get
because
spammed
there's
out.
a wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, their soldier just shoots the wall, and either he hits the gun or he gets splash damage. Also, if that teleporter up there goes down, so what? So be it. Speaking of that teleporter up there, teleporter entrance right here. That way, you don't have to go back to spawn to get up top there.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Doc.
and any class that can't rocket jump can just get up there.
Yep. Also worth noting, Pyro can make that jump with detonator.
Yep.
So, good plans. Eventually, may need to back out. Recommend once a call is made to get out, everybody is out.
Yeah.
Like, don't question the call, don't be half in, half out. Be in, be out. You'll want, chances are, if you're in good standing, you want to get your med, demo, heavy, all in here.
Okay.
If you can hold this for a little bit, can definitely have a sniper in this angle. This is a really powerful angle.
All right.
But, eventually it's going to be sniper to sniper, and if your sniper loses out, then you need to be out. Demo traps, right there,
Can they?
can shoot anything up here.
All right. So they can go. The damage goes through the mesh.
Yes.
Okay.
Also, I'm fairly certain you can take a detonator and detonate it right on top of there and delete them underneath, but I'm not 100% on that. The scorch shot definitely can, but I'm not sure
Again,
about the
can't use the scorch shot. So.
Yeah.
Which sucks because it's like it clears stickies so well.
You can, if you are comfortable leaving your med for a bit. I mean, you have heavy demo in there. You can come down here and clear it out like this, but that's a job.
So you would recommend
Especially
running
because
det
of the
over shotgun for this?
That's a personal choice.
Okay.
The shotgun has more versatility, but detonator can clear these stickies here. Also, good corner for spy.
Yep.
And good corner for spy.
Yep.
So be aware of those because you'll be peeking out through here. Everybody's looking here.
Yeah, and the spy will
Spy's
just
right there.
uncloak and pick.
I have seen some teams run their heavy here as well. At least
Thanks,
for
Doc.
defense, running heavies here.
Wouldn't
usually,
that
though,
expose them to folks coming through that gate?
Elevator. Elevator is fun because this takes fucking ever to open.
Oh yeah.
Never, ever, 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 ever wait for this door.
Okay.
Just literally wasting time. But that does expose them to that a little bit. But most teams tend to ignore that, and I mean, you don't hold it forever. It's just a matter of I'm holding here, bearing down on them there. Oops, there's somebody there. Moving.
Okay.
Then there's also this spot. is really good for heavies to be holding.
Uh-huh.
Because it denies everything there. You see them in the pit, you're denying them entirely in the pit. Medic basically needs to be holding here. Demo can be holding here or up here. Be very, very wary of the sniper sightline from the clip up there.
Where's gun for this point?
Gun is actually going to be on E. You can put a gun spot on C. I've seen people do it either straight up on the point, which I very, very much don't recommend. Right here is a good spot.
Okay.
Because if the only real place to stand comes right there, which means that's they're in a sniper sight line, or they can also be in a heavy sight line. But otherwise, once B is gone, engineer is on E.
Yeah, just preventing the back cap.
Engineer, yeah. I've seen a lot of teams as well run pyro with the engineer up here. This spot, by the way, usually is called heaven. Like this whole area up here. Because, I mean, that's usually where the engineer lives. Spencer here. The gun can actually go as far back as like right here.
Yeah.
And you're pretty much golden. It'll just watch the point. Out here, it's a little bit more open to spam, but it does watch a bit more. Also seen guns like go here, just so that they can get built up. Good to note though, a demo man standing right here
can spam right up into it.
Can destroy the gun.
Okay.
So that needs to be taken care of. It's an easy rotate from like up there if you guys are holding aggressive to down here to kill a demo man.
Yeah.
As far as pyro, when you're defending, once you've lost A and B, also worth noting, once you lost A and B, your spawn moves back there.
Yep.
Alright, feel good.
Pyro can either be with the engineer here, denying spam, you know, denying anybody down there. Wouldn't recommend dropping down there, although if you need to, from this up a little bit, you can get up top there all the way.
Alright.
In like one quick motion, so if you practice that jump, you know, you can be a little bit more mobile. Otherwise, you can stand right here. Yeah, stand right there and
crouch
just jump up. Yeah. So, mobility on pyro is nice.
Okay.
Soldier scouts are basically going to continue to be watching here, except instead of being holding like in front of their spawn or like even in here, they'll want to be holding a little bit more passive. They will have to be watching and like really communicating when they're down, as otherwise this is a thing, which means somebody is right here on their med.
Yep.
And you do not want that. By the way, this is Death Hallway.
Yeah, I mean,
it's
it's so fucking choky.
Yep. We'll come back to Death Hallway eventually. Let's see. C. We were on C. That's not how that works. Okay. So yeah, you'll want to do your best to force them as they come through, make them use their Uber in the pit. Just body block them, use your Uber eventually, and heavy, just basically stay out of the Uber, just use it on demo. They can flash their demo, their pyro, whatever. But, you know, obviously sometimes you go down, things happen.
Yeah.
And make sure you're out. If you guys die and come back up, this door does not get opened by a medic, it gets opened by literally anything else.
Yeah, just so there's...
should basically not go anywhere near the door.
Just in case it's trapped. Or someone's
like
watching.
Heavy Fist of Steel, maybe. I wouldn't pick a demo. Pyro, short. Pyro can be it. Because Pyro, detonator, you can just bet on yourself as you open the door and you'll delete any stickies underneath you. Once that is gone, though, as eventually it will be, combo and flank basically switch sides. You want your combo in here. I would say including Pyro this time. Would not ever have your medic cross this line, as that window, fully charged sniper, shoot your medic in the feet. I mean, there are like
angles,
yeah, here.
but you can get spammed out there really easily.
Yeah. So the main goal here is you're denying them access straight from there, but anytime they're on the point, you're in here and then you're quickly in and out of cover, and you're not fully exposing yourself. Flank, meanwhile, needs to be watching the connector. I forget there was a name for this. Some teams call it L connector.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll learn.
Wishbone, that's it. Wishbone.
I'll learn the callouts for it tomorrow when we do the map review.
Yeah, Wishbone is very powerful for an enemy team. Level 3 here, maybe get moved up here.
Yeah, I mean, I see that in casual, so yeah.
Yeah, so flank probably can hold out up here as much as they can, deny him there, or they can even play so far as to come back on C and just pressure their combo, and if they communicate with your combo, you guys can pinch them, so you're catching it from here and here. Good fun times. Also, you know, work your way up there. You can, as any class, make it up here.
Yep.
So, if your spy wants to go around the really long way and be really slow, go for it.
Alright, I feel good.
Also, oops, that window is very much a sniper's heaven because he's protected by literally everything, which is why usually you don't want your engineer standing like right here.
I've gotten I've gotten headshot from that window.
Yeah, I mean, you can try being behind your gun and you tanking your gun like that, but if you're having your dispenser here, you know,
Crouch inside of it,
or
yeah.
sit next to it here, and then just, you know, tank your gun when you need it.
All right.
Let's see, and then D is kind of like a meh point, so like if you end up losing D, it's not the absolute worst.
I mean, yeah, D
Although
usually
I
gets
would
lost.
say eventually, once you get, like, if you're holding over there and you're having your flank card up there, D shouldn't be a thing unless your team wipes.
Yeah.
Like, they shouldn't cap it, they should go for E.
So is
But,
that a
like,
common thing, just skipping D?
Yes. Like, I don't know, D is like a, well, we need more time, and they're dead, so we might as well go for D. Although some teams like to be safe and just go A, B, C, D, E. So, there is a definite strat of ABE, which we can talk about later on. It's called the Lincoln strat.
Alright, let me do sound restart again.
Let's see. Once you've lost D, there's a good chance, like, everything's gonna go to hell.
Yeah.
And, like, that's the time for your main color to shine, because you need to make sure that your team is moving together as a team, and not just running in, dying, and staggering your spawns a whole bunch.
Yeah.
Like, a very powerful thing for a defensive demo to do is to come down here, spam the point from up here, or down here, and you just quickly can clear the point like that, maybe clear the gun from here if necessary, but you definitely want to actually, funny that you go from lobby to here just because they lost D, but like, you can come here, deny them this, because this, for whatever reason, has become like the place to go once you've capped everything except for E.
Okay.
Like, lobby control is fine and well and good, but like, this is still a really nice spot as well.
Well, yeah,
At
it
least
kind of...
once everything else is...
Yeah, you can kind of see everything and go from there.
And then, barring that, just remember that it takes...
A long-ass
30
time.
seconds with a 5 cap on E. So,
Yeah.
like, if you're ever down to the wire, make sure that you're 5 capping, and that's the max.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like the last point on 5CP that caps essentially instantly.
Yeah. Ooh, also, very, very important note. C is important for 2 reasons. One, obviously, once C comes out, they get these bridges. However, also after C, the enemy team basically spawns instantly.
Alright.
Okay.
Like, they have, I think it's like as low as like 3 seconds of respawn. So it's constantly going to be, like, their lives don't matter. Your lives matter so much more, because your spawns can be as much as 20 seconds.
Yep.
Whereas their spawn is as much as 5.
Yeah, they'll be right back up.
Yeah. So definitely be communicating and making sure that if you're gonna die, you're not gonna
You get a good
die
trade.
and
You get a good
then-
trade at least.
Yeah. But also making sure that it's not like medic dies, 10 seconds later demo dies, 5
Yeah.
seconds later pyro dies, and
Well,
like that continues on and on in a circle.
Is it the right call I'm supposed to be? I don't think it is.
We're doing a map review right now. Check back in like 30 minutes.
Oh no, I'm looking for someone. My bad. This is the wrong call. I
Oh,
forget
shoot.
servers.
Sorry.
What an interesting thing.
In the pit.
In the pit.
So if they Uber, I should just be trying to get them in the pit, right?
Oh, definitely. Especially if they Uber in, like if you're defending on B, that's just like your ultimate goal of get them in the pit. Or like any time that you are in Wishbone here, just stand here and wait for them to come to you and just get them in the pit.
Mm-hmm.
Or, I mean, even on the point, just remember the whole air blasting down thing. If they're standing
Oh,
on
yeah.
the ground, you air blast them up. Air blast is fucking weird now, and I'm not used to it still. But yeah, getting in the pit is amazing.
I mean, they just turn air blast into rockets. Aim at the feet.
Yeah. So, now that fun times are over, time for offense, which can be painful.
I mean, yeah. A lot of things
But-
about steel are painful.
Yeah, but like knowing how to play steel makes it so much nicer, and like actually being able to have your flank and combo work independently but still as
Mhm.
a team makes this map so nice. Cause like I don't know, a lot of teams hate it because it's like, oh yeah, it's chaos everywhere, but like if your team is chaos, it works
Mm-hmm.
as long as you know what kind of chaos. So
I mean, that's why I'm doing this now instead of just doing the one map review with the team tomorrow.
yeah. Okay. Offense.
Let me grab a glass of water real quick. I'll be
Go
back
for
in
it.
2 seconds.
I'm running circles around you.
I have returned. By chance, do you know Tuka?
That name sounds really familiar.
Highlander heavy main plays main division.
Probably have seen them around.
Fair enough. Yeah, they're one of the folks that play with us a lot. All right.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, let's get offense going.
Okay, so
Yeah,
offense.
thanks, Doc.
You can. Main job, actually, before the gates even open, somebody needs to be standing right here
Mhm.
and listening. Figure out as much as you can, like where their traps are going and whether or not they're crits. Good places to look for traps.
Yep.
Right there, there, all up there.
So would Scout
all
take
up
care of
there.
those, or would Pyro take care of those?
Definitely Pyro, Fist of Steel Heavy.
Thanks, Doc.
You could even sacrifice, like, have a spy instantly go in there with Deadringer, or even not with Deadringer. Like, your spawns aren't going to matter all that much at the moment. I once had offense-defense described as reverse Star Trek. If you're on red team, your life matters. If you're not, it doesn't matter. So, like, you can die, and you're going to come up faster than the
Yeah.
enemy team. So yeah, listen for traps, important. Know where they are, know where they can go, and make sure that you're getting to get rid of them as necessary.
All right.
Yeah, thanks, Doc.
I've seen some teams, well, usually teams still put demo heavy. They sit up here just to make sure nothing's funny going on. They make sure everything's clear. This does open them up a little bit to spy. Spy can make the jump from there onto here.
So I should check there, shoot a dead up
Can
there.
also be here. Yes and no. Like, this could be. There's a lot of places that a pyro could go at the start. You could be on B, trying to light their sniper on fire, give your sniper room. You could be clearing traps.
Mm-hmm.
You can even be running flog, so you're trying to spam people, and so you shouldn't be over here.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of different things, but as far as heavy demo goes, heavy demo here, scout, NG, straight to point. Definitely would, like, clear the barrel if necessary, maybe spam a little bit over there,
Mm-hmm.
but I wouldn't have your scout or NG move from here. As much as, like, A doesn't matter, try and cap it as fast as possible.
Yeah,
that
just
way.
get time.
Yeah. And then, as long as you have enough time, you know, you don't need to do the drop down, you don't need to go through the lobby or anything. But if you feel like it, you can, like, bring your full combo out here
Mm-hmm.
and make, like, don't go for their spy. Let their spy live
Mm-hmm.
so that he knows. And then once he sees that your full combo is there, try to find him, kill him. And then if you need to, rotate there, go into lobby if they're not rotating people.
All right.
But if you're doing something like that, you definitely need to have your spy on B, communicating what's going on with them. Communication and knowing what the enemy team is allows you to react and cause chaos.
Yes.
Once A is capped, though, usually if you're not doing anything funny, soldier, NG, and scout will try and take lobby and do everything they can to get time on E. The only person usually you want to get time on E for, you probably only really want scout to be there.
Mm-hmm.
Soldier can be taking fights, taking heaven, keeping a little bit of spam going in the wishbone there. NG building and lobby is amazing. You can even run level 3s, be that engineer. Actually, honestly, I would probably recommend level 3s over minis
Okay.
on offense. Otherwise, once like A is like 90% or like 80% capped, your combo can come back. I would never ever peek your medic farther than here,
Yeah.
just because pistol spam is annoying. And honestly, your med is so much better standing here tanking your sniper,
All right.
so that he's taking the SVS. There is a tiny little peek through that window. Also, that's the spot for soldiers to stand, and would
Huh.
definitely take care of that. Like, you can probably, as you're standing here listening for stickies, listen for them. The
I mean,
rocket jump
yeah,
up.
you'd hear the rocket jump.
Let's see. Main job for combo once you get things going. Get rid of the heavy up here, get rid of the teleporter,
Mm-hmm.
because height advantage is nice, especially, you know, if they have their dispenser right here.
Yep.
You can destroy that, you can spam the sentry gun, and just in general, this is a nice view of the whole battlefield, and
Yep.
it's great to have your sniper up here, your heavy up here. It's great. But in order to have all of that, you need to get rid of, or you need to, like, come through this death alley of a sniper can see literally everybody, and it's a hallway. He has basically nothing stopping him. Like, even Spy. Sure, Spy is supposed to counter Sniper, but Pyros exists.
Yep. Yep.
So,
Spy is very weak.
yeah.
In
Yeah.
some ways.
Like, you can... There's a lot that you can do to mitigate their Sniper. Like, you can throw a dispenser, like, as an engineer on offense, you can put a dispenser, like, right here. You can have your Sniper basically stand inside of it. You can have your heavy Fist of Steel dancing in front of your Sniper.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's a lot of ways to deal with a sniper, but a lot of times on offense, at least for this, if sniper's dead, you should try to get some sort of push going, because you have space. You can see, you can, like, look ahead of you and not get instantly killed.
Okay.
Also,
Yeah, thanks, Doc.
if your flank can get lobby control,
Mm-hmm.
your flank, like, not even touching E and just coming around here, is a great pincer maneuver if you know that your combo's pushing, which means combo needs to ask if flank's ready and tell them, hey, we're going in 5 or whatever, and come in, then they're distracting the gun, focusing the gun, and flank is coming in here and getting all the people that never get any of the Uber.
Okay.
So it's also really good if you have your spy use all the spots that I talked about earlier.
Okay.
This little clipping there,
Yeah.
anything behind here, this little corner, anything. Fuck, even you can even be so bold as to decloak right here, jump on top of the sentry gun, and stab the engineer as he's going down Zappa's gun.
Okay.
Be bold, because sometimes stupid things work.
The gimmick.
But
The gimmick. The gimmick
Yeah.
is strong.
I'd say it is important to get the gun, but don't focus your entire Uber on doing that. Make sure to try and play for the afterfight, because like you can sap the gun, you can spam the gun,
yeah.
but like if there's players that stop you from doing that, that's more important. Then, as far as Pyro goes, Pyro a lot of the time when this is going on is here doing nothing and just waiting for everybody to back up.
Okay.
Like, that is a job, and I hate doing it, but it's like someone has to do it. But if your team is doing really well and their spy is not, you can rotate and play with your flank in lobby.
Okay.
I don't know that I recommend that as like a mainstay, but like a pyro denying soldier spam is really nice. So like it's a thought if you're not getting anything done
Yeah.
to like rotate the pyro.
Just do something.
Yeah. But I definitely wouldn't like have that be the go-to. So eventually, hopefully, you'll break the hold and make sure somebody clears that teleporter.
Thanks, Doc.
Yeah, so you don't get the sneaky Uncle Dane style bullshit.
You'll want your demo standing here, trapping out all of this, watching for anybody to come up top and here. Oops, not there. Here. Because, this is a good heavy spot, good sniper spot.
Yep.
Just to get a pick.
Mm-hmm.
And just waiting for this to be capped. Once this is capped, obviously, that door. Completely ignore it for the first minute. Because then after that minute, it might actually be enough for somebody to get through.
Okay.
But this, as I said before,
Yeah.
very powerful sniper sightline. Your sniper should be the first one to peek it, or you're heavy.
Okay.
Especially if you did not pick their sniper, or if you did not basically wipe their team. If you do wipe their team, though, make sure to capitalize on that. And, like, as long as you leave enough people to cap,
Yeah, take
get out
Wishbone.
through here, get right in here, and you can go so far as to get on the point, or, like, get your demo up here and start trapping this out.
Okay.
And, have your heavy and pyro walk your medic up here. But I would only say, like, to get as far as up there, you need to have capped B and have their team basically wiped in order to do that.
All right.
Like,
So if
more
you're
or less
just
that.
being super aggressive and are doing well at it.
Yeah, definitely like constantly be looking. I think like most HUDs have it up top, but like up top, see who's dead, see how
Yeah.
many you have alive. If your full combo is up and their full combo is down, that's definitely a time for, hey, we need to be working on not the current point, but the point after, as long as somebody is capping. If necessary, you can even like bring in your flank, have your NG and scout come up here, cap this while your combo moves forward. Just be aware, if your flank is fighting lobby, it takes a while to get from one side to the other.
Yeah.
And then this point is trash. Because coming in, you have to worry about the traps that
Stickies,
I said
yeah.
before. And then, there's also all these. I didn't mention this before, but this also is a good spy spot. Again, it's really stupid. It shouldn't work.
Yeah, but it's
it
like
does.
just out of the way enough where they're not gonna
Mhm.
bump you.
Mm-hmm. Also, fun note, Pyro dead jump to the outside here is really fun to just kind of like annoy the heavy. Like,
Okay.
sure, he has the health pack and he has his medic, but like, I think it's funny. But like, no, you're probably gonna die.
Okay.
And as best as you can here, it's force the med, and then try and get a pick. But like this point, it's not great to push unless you have like basically their entire combo dead.
Okay.
What you can do though is while you're sitting here waiting for Ubers or whatever, you keep your heavy like focused on here. You keep your pyro watching your back, and then you bring your demo down here. Harass the engineer. Once you do that though, you can start getting people on here. You can get
Getting cap time.
pyro, demo, soldier, scout, whoever. Just keep getting time here. Force them to rotate, because like if you have the wishbone, you can spam.
Yeah, you can
E
spam
really
like
easily,
anywhere.
and you can start getting pressure. And because E is important, they have to rotate, which means they'll probably be rotating out through there, which means sniper sightline. So careful of that. As in med, do not peek here, especially that window. That window's fucking terrible. I hate it.
Okay.
Right. So, fun times. Eventually, you may get C. Never go through here unless their entire team is dead. And it's going to be
It's
dead
death
in the next
hallway.
10 seconds.
Yeah.
It is death hallway for a reason. Usually what my team ends up doing is Heavy actually goes through death hallway. Everybody else comes through here.
And just
goes
distracts.
all the way back through spawn.
Oh.
All the way back through spawn and goes to clear lobby. I know that sounds like a really long time, and a lot of times it is.
But it
if you are
avoids
going-
getting picked.
Yeah,
Well, not picked,
like,
but wiped.
it avoids a lot of things, and then oh my god, I forgot. Stupid doors. Then you're starting to fight lobby and getting into lobby, because having lobby control on offense is good times and gives you a nice safe space to do everything else from. Because like you can start attacking D or you can go E. The same way like after C is capped on defense, you go into lobby. You were basically coming over here to meet their combo
Okay.
and not deal with like,
The
them
gun,
coming
the
out of here
spam, the
and spamming
whatever.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you try and get your combo in through here, get some time on D, potentially even coming through connector here, clear out the spam, the gun up here.
Okay.
You can also just go straight from C to E, like, especially if their sniper's down. You can come straight out onto here, come to here, cross the now opening up ramps. Definitely want to get, oh shit, who's usually up here? I think it's usually Soldier right up here. Get some spam in there.
Okay.
Demo, trapping out right here, doorway. You can get your heavy looking this way. And then everybody else is on point. Alternatively, you can just have Demo watching here. Soldier watching down here, because this is, as I was saying before, Demo coming up here, spamming Siggy's clears the point. So Soldier watching here, he fights Demo. Heavy actually watching here is good. Denies all that, although having a gun here is even better.
Yeah.
Because they can watch a little bit over there and watches in there. And then just try and stack the thing to 5, and once you get to 5, like I said, I think, actually, is it 24 seconds?
I can look up the
It might
timings.
actually be, yeah, it might be like as low as like 24 seconds, but I usually try to average it to like 30 seconds from time, from everybody getting on it to it being capped.
Okay. And that's steel.
That is steel. Absolute clusterfuck, but it is good.
Cool. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop spectating because spectating in first person actually genuinely makes me motion sick. I don't know why, but it does.